Hello, hello. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me. I am doing a general reading. So, I have pre-shuffled card decks. Alright. Please use discernment while watching any type of tarot or participating in it. If the message doesn't resonate, it means it's not yours, and that's okay. I would suggest looking inward for your message if you can't find it. So I have sleep deprivation here. Out from the start. What else do you have for us, universe? What message do you have? What lesson do we need to learn today? What demons do we need to slay? What do we have? We have misleading the masses. Appropriating resources. Alright, I'm going to move on to my next deck. Like I said, these are pre-shuffled, so no worries. We've got animosity, right up under the sleep deprivation. We have regeneration in the reverse. And then we have contemplation in the reverse. I'm going to use my Celestial Tarot card deck. We have it tried to come out in the upright, but it was not going that way. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Alright. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. And because I accepted all of them, I'm going to go ahead and take this last one. This is the Eight of Wands. Alright, I'm going to do my last round of card drawing right here. We have substantial income in the reverse. We have saving the day in reverse. We have judgment rendered in the reverse. We have lucidity under animosity. We have manic in the reverse under regeneration in the reverse. Then we have alternatives in the reverse. Okay, hold on. They really flew over there. Alright, so I'm going to draw one more just to complete this last little section. We had enough cards complete. Anyway, I can't talk this evening, you guys. My apologies. Alright, and we got the Two of Swords lastly. Alright, so we'll go through them as I'm reading, so you guys will know what came out if you can't see. Alright, so starting over here, we have sleep deprivation and substantial income in the reverse. We have animosity here with lucidity. And then followed by the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Star in reverse. Yeah, I was kind of picking up on that. So I really get that this energy, whomever I'm picking up, is, they've definitely taken a fall from grace, needless to say. Alright. We have misleading the masses next to saving the day in reverse. Regeneration reversed, manic reversed, and then we have the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, and then the King of Swords in reverse. This is definitely a fall from grace as far as I can see. On our last line, we have appropriating resources next to judgment rendered in reverse, contemplation and alternatives in reverse, followed by, damn man, like 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Swords. Alright, as far as I can tell right here, you guys, it looks like somebody was stealing. They were stealing. And it might not have been a direct situation where, like, it wasn't like somebody coming to your house and burglarizing type of deal. It was more like a scamming setup. Whoever this is, this was a huge plunder. A huge plunder. I'm not really seeing why though, like what caused the plunder. Like I understand there's theft involved, but I mean this must have been some serious pain involved for someone or some people. We have the Devil in reverse. Why? Somebody was definitely partying too hard. We have the Page of Swords. Alright, I'm definitely getting that this, well, the original energy that I'm picking up is a karmic energy, or in karmic energy. What is this animosity about? Is it just whoever this is, they feel like they have worked really hard for a long time. And no matter what, they just can't pull themselves out of whatever financial hole that they've been stuck in. And the animosity that I see and feel here is against a lot of people. Rational and irrational. Actually, I'm not really picking up on any rationality here. It's more like this person looks at other people who are doing well and who are not in a financial hole. They hate them. They have a deep-rooted hatred. Like, this is ancestral type of hatred. So this curse is definitely a generational curse that somebody's experiencing. I don't know whether or not this person is aware yet, or even cares for that matter. Like, this person is definitely full 3D. Like, there's not much going on any other level of dimension right now. They're not connected. But they definitely share a deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred for anyone who is not struggling. To the point where this person, the thievery that they're doing is not, they're not stealing from just anyone. They are literally stealing from the people they think are not struggling. I don't want to say rich, because it's not just rich people. Like, it's literally just, if you can maintain your house note and your car note, she's coming after you. I'm saying she. I don't have a definite idea of masculine versus feminine at this point, okay? But maybe I said that for a reason. This star, ooh. So, I mean, we're talking about somebody who was a star. They fell. And I mean, they fell fast. It's right here by the 8 of Wands. It was instant. Like, this person, whoo, there's no way this person was not involved in black magic, because the repercussions are not just in the 3D. They go up. The repercussions are being felt in the higher dimensions, which obviously explains why she's not showing any energies in those dimensions. We're talking like just full 3D here. So the misleading the masses here, I am not getting that we're talking about like a global scale thing. Misleading the masses is this, in this case, the energy is focused on a community or a family or a group. So the people closest to this person, she's been misleading them. She's been lying about something, and the way this is going, I imagine it was probably about money, about being okay, being independent. It's saving the day in reverse. So yeah, I really feel like this person doesn't feel like they're in power if they can't make people believe they're independent. This is a feminine energy. I get it. Feminine energy, it doesn't mean it's necessarily a woman, but someone who carries heavy feminine energy about them. So that's sad. You know, asking for help is not easy. Nor is it like when you're so far deep into your ego that you can't just be honest with your financial situation. This feminine energy has had a lot of past lovers, and those lovers, each one of them had decent income. At least enough income that combined with hers and or just alone, like, she would be covered. Lordy. I feel like she has a child, and it's definitely, she could have more than one, but she's got a child here who is a masculine, college age of some sort. All right, she was kind of banking on him. Like, oh, I can be done with all of these men because my son is off to college and he's gonna become some whatever it is that he studied for. But he's leaving. Like this is the page of swords right here. But he's leaving. So that's probably explaining the intense level of animosity and anger and hatred that I'm picking up on right now. So she was banking on the son. She got rid of whoever came right before her son graduated. She let them go. So that's why you see. God damn it, man. Excuse my language. Alright. Page of Swords, right? Okay, that's her son off at college. But he's taking his successes and his wins with him as he's going away. He's trying to live his own life. And then here's the King of Swords, who she cut out because she was depending on him and she did not expect for him to want to choose his own life. I feel like this boy is very quiet in nature. Like he's definitely not one to fight. And whoever this female is, she's controlling, but she's so good at it. Like it's very, very hard to pick up on. You really would have had to have been one of her children to really have enough time to pick apart what she does and why she does it. So we've got over on our last line here, appropriating resources, judgment rendered in the reverse. So this woman she's always got a backup plan. She's always got a backup plan. So yes, her son not coming back home and sharing his wealth did come as a sudden shock, and it definitely deterred her plans. All right, right after she cut ties with the man who was supporting, at least mostly supporting the household. But she had backup plans. She had targeted people. Or she had an idea of people or a person. She knew who she wanted to manipulate and or steal from. And it got to that point. She did. She followed through. And this water container right here, I'm sorry. Spirit's taking me somewhere else. All right. Okay. Anyway, this water bottle right here. I see it as a spell jar. This is her spell jar, and this is her appropriating resources, which are the people that she has in mind to provide for her by way of theft, by way of manipulation, whatever. Which, even if it's manipulation, it's still thievery. Okay? So there's definitely black magic here. Judgment rendered in the reverse. So I feel like this is not something quite seen fully in the 3D, at least not by any legal system or person. Alright. She's out of contemplation. Okay, like I said, this could be past, present, future, whatever. So anyway, back to her backup plan and the people she had in mind to target, manipulate, whatever. All right, so it was there was no more contemplation for her. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. She saw it as no other way possible and followed through with it. Like I said, alternatives in the reverse. She did not see any other option, which is total hogwash, obviously. Like, and so that's why we're seeing endings here. In the 3D, in the flesh, like, next to the 3 of Pentacles. And then the 2 of Swords. I want to get some clarification on the 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. What do we have here? What kind of endings are we looking at? And how does that relate to this 3 of Pentacles right here? We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. And then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I just really feel like this is the Pentacles and the Swords telling her no. Neither one approve her. Not for financial freedom, not for physical freedom. She's been denied. She's been denied. She has met the end of her line. And like I said, like these 10 swords, I feel like these are 10 these are either dimensions or people that she's drained. She's completely drained them. Like each sword belongs to an individual or group or whatever that she's stolen from or manipulated. This is them coming after her. And I say coming after, okay? I don't. If anybody's trying to pursue something legal against her at the moment, it's not presenting itself at this time. It's not presenting itself at this time. So we've got the Page of Swords over here that came out next to the Devil in reverse. And here's the Page of Swords that I said was the Sun. So the Page of Swords coming out, ooh, you know what? Coming out with the Devil in reverse, he's definitely nothing like his mother. Let me just clarify and confirm that right now. He does not, he might contain the capability to being evil and malicious as she. That is not his desire. That is not how he's building his life. That she's probably the reason why he's not, you know? But this also tells me, the Page of Swords, I also feel like he said something. He said something or posted something. I don't know if I feel like somebody, it had to be someone personal. It was either a family member, it could be somebody that he is or was dating, but he shared the truth behind his mother with this person. Does this mother know that? Because I feel like she would lose her marbles if anybody knew what she's like behind closed doors. Does this karmic feminine know that her son has shared truth about her? We have the Six of Swords in reverse. No. She's not aware. Apparently there needs to be more investigation into her. I don't feel like the right person has found the right information on this woman, because I'm telling you, she deserves prison time. at minimum. The black magic that she was pulling. I mean, she's done some shady things, some very shady things. Anyway, these shady things involve federal crimes. The shady things involve federal crimes. Whatever scam or whatever she was running right here, she can't be doing this alone though. I want to clarify because I have a feeling, I don't want to say anything, but I just want to confirm to myself before I do say something. But I feel like she got together with somebody or some people at wherever she does work or did work, and they got together and created this scam crime ring. It was an actual ring, like a ring because it must, I guess it has to involve, what, 3 people or something? I don't know. But you got the 3 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they took action. They were going right along. They were making progress. They definitely got the money that they were seeking out of these people. Whoever these targets are, okay? This ring that she created within her workplace proceeded and were successful in stealing money. Now, it could be assets too, of some kind, some way, you know, maybe through paperwork, whatever. But this is her. And the 3 wands too. I'm telling you, I'm picking up 3 people. That number could be somewhat different though. And yeah, they were work employees. I mean, you know what I mean. They were all employed at the same place. Maybe not necessarily at the same time, but they were employed at the same place. And I feel like a lot of the scamming, whatever they were doing to reel people in, was occurring at this workplace. I don't get, it's not a financial institution, it's not an insurance company, it's not a healthcare company. This place sees a lot of people, but it's not to do strictly with money. You know, like the business itself. I mean, yes, it transacts for money, that's why it exists, but they don't handle other people's money. It's nothing to do with that. It could be something along the lines of like credit card scamming, maybe copying people's credit cards, or maybe if it's a nursing home, maybe like convincing them to change their will or forging the signature on some paperwork. It was something to that kind of nature. Whew. But they got caught up here to the point where they couldn't continue doing this at this workplace. I don't know, I don't feel like anybody was reprimanded or fired, but I feel like somebody got close enough to figure out what they were doing. And that put so much heat on them that they scattered. And I feel like that's when the last man in her life, it was after this, and she found this man, was able to live off of him. Still all the while calling herself independent and look at me, look at me, look at me. And this is like the umpteenth man she's been with. And then when that failed, her first backup plan for her son to take care of her and, you know, she'll write off of him was down the drain. And then so this last one, what is or was her last plan after that? I do want to know this. What was the plan after everything else failed? What was her last plan? Strength? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's to do with black magic. I mean, she took action in the physical as well, right? But I'm saying it's deep-rooted, like black magic. I get this as family. Who would be brave enough to open up a lion's mouth unless you knew them really, really well? Someone like a family member. And then the Ten of Swords. Okay, alright, so that's why. Her plan was to literally have someone killed, and this is a family member. She initiated action towards this. I mean, clearly she failed because she's the one with 10 swords in her back. Wow. So I'm curious again, I'm sure you all are too. How did she plan on taking this person out? Or how did she try to take this person to their death? So the first one we have here is weathering storms in the reverse. So I mean, obviously she's not taking on her own karma. She's avoiding it. And then we have survival of the fittest in reverse. To me, this is a hitman. Somebody was not going to be... It's not like... She was not planning to poison someone. Like, this involves, like, physical force. Whatever either she attempted to do with her own two bare hands or she had someone else do, which the way she hides behind everything, hides behind this fake appearance of independence. Like, she definitely hired someone else. She is not about to get her hands dirty. Nope. But yeah, it was a hitman. So I don't know, I guess this family member had some money, maybe even put her in the will, but like I said, back to this job back here, if they were in the habit and got good at forging signatures, you know, then she simply could have, you know, copied one of those documents, filed it with the courthouse. It's sadly almost easy for people to do this shit, and it's so crazy to me. It's so sad. Yeah. With the strength here as well, like she utilized every talent, every skill that she had. She drew off of all the other manipulations and tricks of the book that she's used in the past. Like there was definitely forged documents, false documents. She did it for some kind of money. The will. This is a family member she's doing this to. She called a physical hit. Alright, so let's talk about this hit that she ordered. Who did she do this against? Like, I understand that it's family, right? Or someone very, very, very close. Some type of relative. Or some, you know, they don't have to be blood related. They could be adopted or whatever. But whatever it is, they're considered family. They grew up as family. We have revolutionizing revolutions. This is a divine being. She was so stupid This woman knows the laws of black magic. She understands universal laws, or used to. And she still had the gall to come against a divine being. So it's because of this person's divinity that this physical hit did not go through. It didn't go through. It didn't happen. Something didn't go right. Or the hitman had a change of heart. Let's see that. Did this hitman have a change of heart, or he was just plain out unsuccessful? This one wants to come out. We have aptitude. Oh, he definitely had the aptitude to do this. So I feel like he knew that this was a divine being somehow. An innocent person, in other words. Like somebody who's literally out in the world, minding their business, not even giving two fucks about this wench over here. Whoa, y'all. Okay, so I'm also getting whoever she was employing to do this, or trying to employ, knew that this was a divine being, and he wasn't going to put his ass on the line. He wasn't going to do it. So she asked him, well, who will? Who else is there? I don't know if he referred. Maybe he probably did. But whoever she wound up convincing to go and commit this murder, this hitman that she tried to hire first, he blocked it. Or he did something, or he said something and warned people. Or someone, or something. He made some kind of why would he go out of his way to say, like, I understand it's a divine person. But what? Alright, we gotta find out. What exactly? Why did he block the attack on the divine? He very easily could have just stepped back and done nothing. Why did he do something? Why did he say something? The magician in reverse. So whoever this magician is, they were the ones that actually attempted it, right? It was an actual attempt. It was an actual attempt. This is a young person, the magician in reverse. It's a young person who we all, more often than not, the younger the person, the more manipulative that they are. The more green they are, they don't understand the world. They can't accurately discern energies. And this woman, I mean, she lures people in. And I mean, like, I'm talking about with, like, sexual stuff. Like, she sees herself as and that's how she lures people in. She uses her beauty and charisma. She's got charisma. I feel like she used that to convince a young magician. This magician definitely was involved with drugs, or a drug scene or something like that. Because I also feel like that's something else that she provided to him or for him, in addition to the intimacy. She convinced this young man that this older person, this family member that she was going after, she convinced him that she or he was involved with black magic and had done terrible, terrible, terrible things to her. I mean, like horrible things. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's along the lines of, like, it would be like somebody accusing someone of sexual assault when they didn't do it. It was something that bad that pulled on this magician's heartstrings, this young green magician's heartstrings. Wow, this is so sad, y'all. But as you can see, this is how it ends. Not only did she lose pentacles, she lost the swords. The wands sent her on her way. We've got black magic here, literally calling hits on people, not even just in the spiritual realm through strictly black magic, but literally in the 3D, using her black magic to convince people that it'd be a good idea to take this person out. Oh, look here, like I've got all the paperwork, see, blah, 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 blah. She probably even, I don't know, it seems like she would have offered him some kind of part of the money that was going to be stolen. But she was not planning on giving it to him. In fact, right after that incident, she was going to cut all contact. All of it. She was going to disappear yes. She was going to disappear. And so how did this hitman stop this young magician then? It's either he knew or he felt like Wow. I just get that this hitman, he had it in his heart. He knew that the person she was targeting was a very innocent human being. Like, I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he's like psychic or telepathic, or if he's, ballsy enough to go and meet the people that he's going to put a hit on just to kind of get an idea of who they are and what they are. But either way, there's confirmation here that he knew that this was a divine being or someone who's completely innocent and did not deserve to die. They did not deserve to die. I don't know what it is this woman tried to convince him about this person, how, but it turns out that she was lying. She was lying. She did ask him for a referral. He did not give her a referral. But this dude literally took it upon himself to just keep tabs. Like, this is somebody who has, like, reach into things. They either are a hacker or they know a hacker. They've done this before. They've done, investigation stings. So that's what he did. He really did. And apparently it wasn't, like, she's not as clean as she thinks she is. Like, she's messy. She leaves a trail. She left a trail. Like, it was not hard for him to figure out who it was that she employed for this. I mean, obviously, if you're flirting and, doing things with a young man when you're an older woman, that's going to be pretty obvious. People look because it's so different. And I feel like that's really what gave her away. Like, that's what made his job easy to track this all down. And then what he did from there, like, I'm not even going to go into it because this is not known in the court system yet, the legal system. And I don't know, I feel like this is kind of like a sealed case for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know, like, there must be some kind of divine plan. There's some kind of divine plan as to why I really feel strongly like I shouldn't be asking, like, what were his investigative methods. Just know that he's damn good at his job. Not that she was making it hard for him anyway. Okay? Then the reason simply is because I don't know if he holds evidence. I don't know if he has plans to turn this person in. You know, I don't know. And I would really hate to tip somebody off and then things get triggered and, you know what I mean? Divine timing. We have to trust in divine timing. And we're talking about a divine being right here, so we have to trust. We have to let that go. But there are endings here. And, like, the ending is so final and harsh that it may very well end up as a court case here in the 3D. It definitely is worthy of it, because when you take action like this in the 3D to kill somebody, to lie about them, to forge documents on their name, like, you're breaking the law. Okay, your ass needs to be in prison. And for attempted murder. In addition to all the other crazy stuff that she's been doing. This is crazy, yo. This is crazy. Alright, so we collective, we're going to take this as a lesson learned. Alright? And for anybody out there who's just so excited and eager to jump into black magic, you need to stop. You need to stop and think. If that's the stuff that that is on your mind, and you feel like that's the only way you can attain something, you're wrong. You need to get out of your head. You need to pop that ego balloon. You need to come down off your high horse. And you need to face yourself and realize black magic is nothing but thievery. And if you want to steal, no matter which realm or dimension we're talking about, there are repercussions. You will get struck by negative karma instantly. It's an instant thing. Like, it's instant. If you were to send a hit on a divine being, when that hit attempt happens, in that moment, it's felt. You feel it physically in your body. And then everything else falls down behind it. So really, I encourage everyone, you know, if you, like, there are so many other wonderful types of magic in the world that actually work. They actually work. Why would you ever want to stoop so low as to something like black magic? Like, you need to work on the magic inside of you. Do your homework, do your research. Like, this stuff is real. Okay, and the repercussions are endless. You know, it's as far as you're willing to take your black magic, then that's as the karma's gonna go farther with it. So please, let's not resort to that. You know, if you're struggling, then you need to take your pride down a few notches and you need to ask for help. Don't be so concerned about your reputation and how people see you that you can't take care of yourself. And in so doing, you spiral even deeper into the ego. You're feeding that. You're feeding that fear, that insecurity, until the point where you no longer recognize yourself. Because all you care about was that reputation that you wanted to maintain. And when I say this, this is the most true thing in the world. The truth always comes out. It doesn't matter where you hide, doesn't matter where you go, how good you are, how long you've gotten away with something, it will, in the least expected moment, hit your ass. It will hit you like a ton of bricks if it doesn't outright kill you. So just think about that. Like, be serious with yourself, you know? Like honor yourself. That's not, black magic isn't honoring yourself. Black magic is honoring demons and the devil. And not really honoring them. Like, if you want any ounce of any kind of life here in the 3D, then you have to abide by rules and laws, both in the 3D and the universal laws. And that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. If you want to hurt other people and take from them, why the hell would you think that it's not going to happen to you too? That it's not going to come back? Why would you think that? Because you know your ass. You know what you would do if somebody stole from you. You'd be crying, Mama. It would hurt. You know, you're messing with people's finances, their way of life, their way of living, surviving, of eating. You know, and you want to, if that was taken from you, you'd cry like a little bitch. And knowing you and your pride and ego, I'm talking to karmics, you would just, instead of saying, oh, this hurts, so I need to not do this to other people because I know how it hurts. Instead, you're like, oh, well, he stole from me, so I'm going to go steal from other people too. Whee! Come on, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. I'm making fun of karmic energy, and I know that each of us have experienced some of that karmic energy. We know what that feels like, but I don't give a fuck. If you go so far as to attempt murder, then I don't have any sympathy for you. Like, off with their head. Bye. See you in the next life. Actually not, because, well, yes and no. We're not going into that. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by. This was an interesting karmic reading. I'm sorry that we had to talk about so many ugly things, but I think at the end of the day, it's super important for us all to learn and understand what all of this spiritual terminology is about and what it brings about and how it affects us in our day-to-day life. You know, black magic is something I might have, like, unconsciously felt like it was real, but in the 3D, I completely acted like it doesn't exist. And it didn't. Like, it really didn't, until a point, you know? Because as we get older, our hormones and our childhood abuse, all of that accumulates and hits us at some point. So in other words, we're weak. We don't see our value in ourselves. Like, we all go through this at one point in our life. Like, we cannot see the value in ourselves. We find ourselves to be unworthy, cast out, abandoned. You know, it's all of these things, and it's in these moments. It's in those moments where the demons are gonna come out, and you will be face to face with some type of magic. Hopefully it'll be good magic. Hopefully it will be healing magic for most of us. But I really don't feel like that's been the case for a very long time. I feel like a lot of us have been hit on the head with the idea of black magic and how real it is and how it's affected our lives. We've had to educate ourselves in the last 5 years, especially people are waking up. We've had to educate ourselves on all of this stuff just to make sense of it, because none of it's logical. You know, when you get to a point in your life and you're being attacked and there's no rational explanation for it, like by people that you don't give two fucks about, like that's when you've got to turn to your inner self and figure out what the hell is going on. I don't understand. I'm living my life right. I love everybody. I share. I grow. I educate. I teach. But I'm literally being a target. I'm a target. Like, why? What is so wrong with what I do and say and present myself? Like, you know what I mean? And then that's when and where and how you discover what black magic is. But you also discover your spirituality, which is the point. It's to recognize things that you weren't previously aware of, and then learning about them. Because if you don't learn about it, how could you ever combat it? Or better yet, how do we realize that combating it is not the right way to shut it down? That's a pretty interesting thought, right? Combating it sometimes just irritates it and makes it worse. It agitates it. So there are other things that you can do, and you've got to learn about them. All right, I'm rambling on, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening. Thank you again for stopping by. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, or comment. I greatly encourage it. I love it. I want to hear more from you guys. And until next time, you'll have a wonderful rest of your day.